It's time now for the PHL Evening News on this Wednesday evening, July 28th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your top news headlines here at 6:02 p.m. on this Wednesday evening. And our top story here at 6:03 here is in Cincinnati, where Sam of the Boat's final words is he didn't even do nothing else. The video from the body camera of Officer Ray Cincinnati University of Cincinnati Police Department indicates that the 43-year-old unarmed black man was shot to death, following an altercation. In Kabul, Afghanistan asserted on Wednesday that the Taliban's reclusive leader, Mullah Muhammad Omar, died more than 2 years ago in a Pakistani hospital in an announcement that injects new uncertainty into the country's fragile peace. In Paris, a large object that appeared to be an airplane part washed up Wednesday on the shore of Reunion in French Island in Indian Ocean, prompting the speculation that it might be debris from Flight 370, the Malaysia Airlines jetliner. On Tuesday evening, shortly after making the first proposal, 105 used the process, Senate House Speaker Representative Mark Meadows, as House Republicans moved to put down a one-man insurgency. Marco Rubio invoked Cecil Line and Planned Parenthood controversy. A beloved lion who will usually roam with the confines of the African Conservation Park is dead, as an American dentist from Minnesota on a hunting trip in Zimbabwe was one who killed the animal. And Clay France may have deployed more than 100 police officers to 100 ranked police officers to class to bolster security as hundreds of migrants were in train night after night to rush the railway tunnel leading to England at times with fatal consequences. Russia's veto of the United Nations Security Council draft resolution to prosecute those suspected of down in the Malaysia Airlines flight at MH17 in Ukraine and compounds the atrocity, Foreign Minister Julie Bishop said. While it's confirmed that Jonathan Paul will get out of prison on November 20th, where he will be from there, it's not all that clear. The U.S. Coast Guard released a new video today of a first light search near Tybee Island in Georgia from a C-130 aircraft over the region where they investigated the site of a cooler originally thought to be from the boat of the 242 to have disappeared. Washington, a veteran asked member from Philadelphia, one of the staff members of lobbyists and 2 others were indicted Wednesday by the federal authorities in connection with robbery schemes and mysteries of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Every commercial airline flight has a plan for delivery if necessary, but a few pilots ever consider Shemai Island a remote U.S. Air Force outpost 1,500 miles south of Anchorage because there's so little infrastructure as this remote island could be the last place that pilots want to land a plane. James Holmes' mother gave emotional testimony Wednesday at her son's sentencing trial, saying that she would have been crawling on all fours to get him had she had known his plans to open fire at a crowded movie theater. Congress has been fighting over the Iran trade deal, a highway bill, and Puerto Rico's debt crisis on Wednesday. Treasury Secretary Jed Blue sent leaders a little reminder about it that of a contentious item, the debt ceiling. Yanis Varoufakis has the brief yet eventual spells. Greek finance minister, but history may remember him best for making an art when he visited George Osborne in February, just as he came from an act club. And now look at the stock market report at 6:06. The Dow's end of the day up 121.12 points to close at 17,751.39. SP 500 ended up 15 points to close at 28.57, and Nasdaq up 22.53 to close at 5,111.73. Astronomers have spotted an aurora beyond our solar system for the first time. That other pole that failed started to cool in multiple ways. Astronomers looking at Nova Centauri have spotted lithium for the first time in a solar explosion. Ants involve unique ability among animals to switch between individual and collective action, and according to new research, which uncovers a mystery beyond their impressive teamwork. Thanks to Saturn's northern hemisphere moving its summer and better light than NASA's Cassini spacecraft has ported back an unknown site. Washington has Medicare and Medicaid reached their 50th anniversary on Thursday. The two fast government programs that ensure more than 1/3 of the Americans are unborn on the transformation none of the original architects foresaw. As between 1999 and 2013, Medicare costs and mortality declined among fee-for-service beneficiaries aged 65 years and older, including all-cause mortality and hospitalization. In New York, the New York City Department of Public Health is investigating a deadly outbreak of Legionnaire's disease in the South Bronx, CBS New York reported. And now to look at the New England influencer at 6:07. Boston, Massachusetts president of Water Beyond the ZMS Science has Boston Fire and Cambridge Fire suited up. Here, Challenge News Time, 6:07, time and a half. A sports report here. The Boston Red Sox will be at Fenway Park for a third of a 4-game series against the Chicago White Sox here, with Brooke Purcell on the man for the Red Sox. Game time, 7:10 p.m. here. All right, looking at other scores, man. Majors on this Wednesday evening here. San Francisco Giants lead the Milwaukee Brewers 1-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Top of the 7th, Arizona Diamondbacks leading the Seattle Mariners 7-1. Cleveland Indians pound the Kansas City Royals 12-1. Detroit Tigers edge out the Tampa Bay Rays 2-1. Pittsburgh Pirates rash the Minnesota Twins 10-4, and the Chicago Cubs over the Colorado Rockies 3-2. A close friend of Tom Brady said Wednesday he was not all surprised to read that the NFL New England Patriots quarterback had destroyed his cell phone in March. The New England Patriots have owned the AFC East for pretty much forever, but with their quarterback Tom Brady looking at a 4-game suspension with the rest of the division A of major changes this offseason, the gap between Patriots and everyone has this be the toughest division in NFL, said New York Jets Darrell Revis. Ronda Rousey is an intimidating as an UFC fighter when she's in the octagon, but when she's not fighting, she gets to the show of a friendly sky. As a young fan surprises Ronda Rousey with a hug from beyond. Exactly a year after both were dealt on a trade deadline date, David Yanis and Spedis are back on the market as general manager Dave Dombrowski confirmed that he told multiple teams Wednesday afternoon that Detroit Tigers will listen on all. Fair Channel News Time, 6:09 here on this Wednesday evening here. Time now for a travel report on this Wednesday evening here. And it shows Route 1 in the southbound side. It is slow from Route 102 in the exit all the way out to Route 1 in North Kingstown here. Route 1 in the northbound side also around Route 130 and inner against it. 295 in the northbound side. It is slow from Route 95 all the way up to Route 12 in Cranston here. 95 in the southbound side still after 295 in Walk here. 95 in the northbound side. It's slow from Route 10 in Cranston all the way up to downtown Providence here. 95 in the northbound side. Slow from Route 146 in Providence here. 24 on the southbound side, it's off from Route 104 in Bridgewater, all the way up to Route 44 in Raynham. We got an accident on 495 on the southbound side around Route 24 in Raynham and Bridgewater, so it's delays as 495 southbound is backed up from 495 all the way out to Route 44 in Raynham, Middleborough section here. 95 on the southbound side, it's off from Route 120 in Kenton, all the way out to the Ponce Street in Norwood here. Route 24 on the southbound side, also after Route 128 in Kenton here, and Route 3 is slow from Braintree split all the way after Union Street and Braintree here. 120 on both ends slow from Route 24 and Randolph to the Braintree split. 120 on the southbound side. It is slow from the Mass Park all the way out to the Braintree split here. 120 on the northbound side also around Route 2 and Lexington here. Southeast Expressway on the southbound side slow from the Pike all the way out to the Braintree split here. Southeast Expressway on the northbound side slow from Quincy all the way out to Dorchester here. And then hit breaks again from Mass Ave all the way out to the Zakin Bridge here. Mass Park to the west, both ends slow from Logan Airport all the way up to the Austin Brett tolls and the Mass Pike westbound. Slow around the Newton Gore to Mass Pike eastbound. Slow from Western all the way up to Newton and Mass Pike westbound, and it's slow after Route 120 in Western Air. 120 on the northbound side, a little slow from around Route 20 Waltham. We got an accident on Mass Pike on the southbound side around Highland Street in Needham, so expect delays here. 93 on the northbound side. It is slow from Somerville to Bedford here. 120 on the northbound side. It's slow from Route 3 in Burlington all the way up in the Reading here. And the other breaks again from Route 1 in Peabody all the way up in Denver's here. Doing an accident on Route 120 on the northbound side around Route 114 in Peabody, so expect some delays here. 120 on the southbound side, so for Route 95 in Peabody all the way up to Linfield here. Route 3 on the northbound side. It's so from Burlington all the way up in Billerica, doing an accident on Route 3 on the southbound side around the Billerica stretch just before Route 93 on the northbound side, so for Route 495 and Andover all the way up to Lawrence there. We got an accident on 93 on the southbound side around Route 133 in Ballardville here, so expect some delays here. 495 on the northbound side, it's over Route 3 in Lowell all the way up to the Route 20 and Andover here, and then hit breaks again from Andover all the way up in the Haverhill here via Lawrence here. 495 on the southbound side, it's from Lawrence all the way up to the Chelmsford here. Out in Worcester, it is looking good on the Worcester area highways here. Up in New Hampshire, Route 93 on the northbound side, so for the Salem, New Hampshire exit here. Route 3 in the northbound side also around Merrimack. 95 in the northbound side also around Hampton Falls in New Hampshire around Route 101 here. Spalding Turnpike also from Newington all the way up to the Durham here. Main Turnpike in the southbound side also after the Gunner stretch here. Okay, take a look at the MBTA alerts here. Shuttle buses replacing Green Line between Leechburg and North Station due to the disabled train. Please expect delays as buses are sent. Orange Line experiencing more delays due to disabled train at downtown Crossing Air. Sevon and SL4 experiencing severe delays due to disabled bus, and Siwan SL5 experiencing severe delays due to disabled bus. On the Green Rail, Framingham Whistle Line, train 528, 4:40 p.m. from Worcester delayed today due to speed restriction heat 15:25 minutes. Framingham Whistle Line, train 526, 3:55 p.m. from Worcester delayed today due to speed restriction heat 15:25 minutes. And Framingham Whistle Line, please be advised that these restrictions are in effect. All trains may be delayed 20 to 45 minutes here. And on the ferries, all looking good. Fair Channel News Time, 6:14 here. On this Wednesday evening here, and it is time now for the weather report here, and it was a hot one today here. I was in Mansfield an hour ago and it was 94 degrees there around 4 o'clock here. And in Boston, it was this afternoon around 87 degrees around 2 o'clock here. And air quality alert remains in effect throughout 11 p.m. this evening. And Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection has issued an air quality action day for the following counties: Barnstable, Dukes, Eastern Plymouth, Nantucket, Northern Bristol, Southern Plymouth, and Western Plymouth. An air quality action day means that ground level ozone and fine particulate concentrations within region may approach or exceed unhealthy standards. Day 1 tonight, air quality alert. Day 2 of 7, Thursday to Tuesday. Showers and embedded thunderstorms for Thursday afternoon and evening will be resulting in locally heavy rainfall and the potential for some street flooding, particularly across interior southern New England here. A second concern will be a potential for a few strong and marginally severe thunderstorms late Thursday afternoon and early evening across western Massachusetts and Northern Connecticut. That threat will be low-class, strong to damaging wind gusts here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this here. Tonight, Patrick Fog after 5 a.m. was most of the coast guard lower end 32 degrees, somewhat about 5 to 9 miles per hour, becoming light after midnight here. Thursday, slight touch of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Some of the storms produce heavy rain. Patrick Fog before 8 a.m. was Port St. got about 80 degrees in the southwest with about 6 to 11 miles per gust is 29 miles per hour. Chesapeake is 20%. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms likely made before 1 a.m. Some of the storms produce heavy rain. Patrick Fog after 11 p.m. Otherwise, Coast Guard will gradually becoming Coast Guard west 68 degrees in southwest with about 3 to 7 miles per Chesapeake is 6%. No rain for about 310 quarter inch. Check the amount possible thunderstorms. Friday, Saturday, both Coast Guard, but 87 about 61 degrees. Southwest with about 3 to 8 miles per shift in the west to 5 to 7 miles per hour. And Friday night. For Saturday, both Sunday, Coast Guard, but 88 about 66 degrees. Sunday, both Sunday, Coast Guard, but 86 about 65 degrees. Monday, both Sunday, Petrobras wise. Both Sunday, Coast Guard, how about 87 about 67 degrees. Tuesday, both Sunday, Coast Guard, but 85 about 66 degrees. And for Wednesday, both Sunday, about 86 degrees. Here. Our mountain temperature at 6:16 p.m. 87 degrees, humidity 53%, and it's fair skies. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Evening News on this July 29th, 2059 on Wednesday. Peter, you have a good evening and goodbye today. See you at 11 o'clock for a late night report here. Have a good evening.